Big news from the Middle East: an Iranian strike just wounded over a dozen U.S. personnel and damaged valuable jets in Saudi Arabia. This attack highlights rapidly escalating tensions. President Trump has issued severe warnings, threatening to target Iran's oil infrastructure, power plants, and even crucial desalination facilities if they don't open the Strait of Hormuz. The conflict is widening, with Iran striking targets in Kuwait, the UAE, and Bahrain. Israel is also active in Iran and Lebanon, where 3 UN peacekeepers were tragically killed. Globally, oil prices have surged due to these events. International leaders are urging de-escalation, with Egypt's president specifically asking President Trump to intervene. What's your take on this critical situation? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on. The Middle East is buzzing with critical developments impacting global stability and markets. Reports suggest a high-stakes U.S. plan to extract Iran's uranium is currently under review by former President Trump, with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu calling it a potential turning point in the conflict. Interestingly, Trump is also reportedly exploring options to end the Iran war, a prospect that has already caused a notable jump in the gift nifty. However, the wider geopolitical tension remains, with Asia shares faltering as the Iran conflict rages on. Adding to the unease, oil prices have seen a 4th consecutive day of increases, driven by concerns over supply cuts from a widening Middle East conflict. What's your take on these unfolding events? If you'd like, you can support us on. Former President Trump just hit the UK with a bombshell warning: the US won't be there to help you anymore. In an extraordinary tirade, Trump lashed out at Britain and other allies. He warned that if they didn't fully join US actions against Iran, they should get your own oil, and start learning how to fight for yourself, especially concerning the Strait of Hormuz. He claims the US has done the hard part in decimating Iran. This comes as Iran's de facto blockade of the Strait continues to disrupt global oil supplies, driving up prices. Despite these fiery comments, King Charles and Queen Camilla's state visit to Washington is still on. Meanwhile, Britain is deploying extra troops to the Middle East, with its defense secretary affirming the UK's crucial role in protecting allies in the region. What's your take on Trump's latest remarks? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more updates on global affairs. If you'd like, you can support us on. Hold up, the White House just dropped a major surprise on the Iran conflict. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt revealed that reopening the crucial Strait of Hormuz is not a core objective for ending the U.S. military operation. This means Iran could keep control over a key global oil shipping lane. The U.S. focuses on destroying Iran's navy, missile infrastructure, proxies, and preventing nuclear weapons. Despite U.S. strikes, Iran still disrupts oil shipments, impacting global prices. While Secretary of State Rubio insists the strait will reopen, President Trump warns he's ready to destroy more Iranian infrastructure if it's not immediately open. The operation is now on day 30 of its estimated 4 to 6 week timeline. What's your take on this? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on